What are your thoughts on Sound Exchange? I mean, it's what is it? What does Sound Exchange collect? I think like digital, some type of digital royalty. Like I forget exactly which kind. I can't remember if it's like the Pandora type of royalties, like Pandora Radio, where you can't you can't pick what song is playing or something. You just kind of listen to what's being played. I can't remember, but I signed up for it. I don't think I still have received a check from Sound Exchange because I just don't think I have a lot of music that's just collecting that type of royalty. So, do you think it is wise to submit a playlist with 5 tracks to a library for an introduction? Yeah. Like some libraries, it'll just be on their website, like submit your music here, and you can submit it. And then I try it both ways. I was talking to my TV placement mastery students last week, and I was just like, yo, like let's do something different. Try pitching without like attaching any music right away, and then for some, try attaching the playlist just right away, because I've heard both ways work. I know both ways work because, you know, the TV placement master students I was talking about earlier, Jason, Tommy, they pitched and introduced without sharing music yet. It was just, hey, it was an introduction. Hey, are you accepting music? But then I've heard music supervisors say, hey, like if you're reaching out to me, like just include the music, because I've already opened your email. So it's just easier to just click the music and just start listening. And that makes sense. So I was just like, let's try both. And going back to doing more of what works, whichever one you see more traction with, just do more of that. That's what I would do. Do you know if there is a tool that sync producers can track the amount of spins their selection has been performed? I use tunesat.com. I don't know if it's easy to count, because it's not really it's not easy to count, because you got to factor in replays, you got to factor in international plays. I don't know who will have time to count. Now, there may be some other sources out there that may give you more detailed data, but I know like TuneSat, it'll just pick up the detection, show you what time it played, the channel, the show, give you a snippet of the audio, and that's pretty much it. It's up to you to count them by hand if you want to know how many. So, because it's airing, so it could, it could be a lot. It could be a couple. Like if it's something that just airs like, one time, right? Then you'll just see like that one. But then if you get something on a show that's like syndicated and it just replays over and over and over in a bunch of different places, yeah, you're gonna lose count pretty quick. So yeah. But I do love a cover of a rock song in another genre. Oh yeah, for sure. Most of my band songs is released on Spotify. Do you find this to be an issue when pitching to libraries? That's a great question. And not necessarily, especially if you're working with a library that, like those more boutique libraries where they like working with artists and showcasing, those artists' songs. That could work to your advantage. I actually recommend it, especially if you're an artist, to have it released, because what happens is you get a placement, say on Love Is Blind. People are like, oh man, that was a dope song, like Shazam. Or I think Apple TV has the little thing where I think you can like see what the music is. It's like a feature they added, I think it was like last year or something like that. But so people can find your music, and then your streams go up. So now you're getting performance royalties, but now the mechanicals are shooting up because people are hearing your music on TV. It's like the new radio. It's crazy. So it's not necessarily an issue. The only time it will be an issue is if they like to release these songs under their own kind of compilation albums or whatever. Then sometimes they may ask you to take your song down so that they can re-release it and collect on your behalf. What I recommend is, if it is out there, just be transparent with the publisher or the library you're working with, and just let them know, like, hey, my music's on Spotify. Is that an issue? They'll let you know what to do from there. Some companies, you may have to adjust. Some are just like, no, that's great. So, good question. G5 is in the building. What's up, G? TuneEdge has 3 different March Madness opportunities open right now. Oh man, yeah. They've been blowing. I've been getting the texts and emails and everything. So it's that time though. It's February. I need to get on it. Matter of fact, the winner of I did a contest inside the Sync Producer Hub. So they won a collaboration with me, because we did the brackets for the NCAA tournament, which The Ohio State University Buckeyes won. Shout out to LW in the chat. They won. So he won the bracket. So we are about to collab. And this is the perfect time, because we're going to pitch those tracks. Corey won. We're going to pitch those tracks for March Madness, and we're going to see if we can get some placements with Corey. So that should be exciting, because I think, like, March Madness, I highly recommend you all, like, if you're not plugged in with, like, TuneEdge, everybody's talking about TuneEdge in the chat. Check it out, tuneedge.com. See if you can get in real quick, because March Madness, those placements have been some of the quickest turnaround placements that I've seen in terms of submitting the music and the music getting placed. Like, those have been the quickest placements I've been able to get. And even if you pitch something this year, there's a chance that it could circle back around next season and get placed again. So something to keep in mind. Kim says you could just rock from side to side instead of bopping your head back and forth. That would be weird, Kim. Just rock music, just doing this. Come on, the energy is so low. It's too low, and I'm bald. Like, there's just nothing. It's not gonna work, Kim. It's not gonna work. This is not gonna work for me or Michael, because he's bald too. Sync Producer Hub members, if you guys have any questions, raise your hand. I can bring you up on audio or video if you want, and answer your question, or you can just type it in the chat. It's all good. Non-interactive stream. Thank you, Sound Legend. That's what SoundExchange pays on. Chris Butler says, if you had to pick an EQ plugin to work with, what would you choose and why? And for us who are just getting into the plugin area, what features would you say are a must for a good EQ plugin? This is a loaded EQ question. So one of my favorites is the Stock Logic EQ plugin. And the reason why, especially if you're just getting into it, I love the Logic plugin because it has the graphics. So it literally shows you where the frequencies are on a track. And that is super helpful, like, if you're just getting started with EQ, because now you can see, okay, if I have, let's say, a synth pad, right? And I want to make sure that synth pad isn't interfering with my low end, the kick and the bass. But I see that in that EQ, the synth pad is displaying frequencies like, let's say 80 80 and below, and I want to just carve that out to clean up the low end, I can just see it. So if you can't hear it, or if you don't have if you don't have like a sub or decent monitors to properly reference where those frequencies are in your mix, you can just see it and then just carve it out, and you know it's out of there.